I'm Washington Correspondent Gabrielle Caracciolo here at Nationals Park for the annual Congressional Baseball Game. For one night each year, Republicans and Democrats put their differences aside and take to the diamond to raise money for charity. The tradition dates back to 1909. For the first 6 years, Democrats walked away with the victory, but recently it's the Republicans who have been on a winning streak. We spoke with lawmakers about how they prepare for the game.
But Democrats really want to win, so we've had structured practices.
I get up at 4:30, practices at 5:30, and then you have a typical day of a member of Congress.
The work they're doing on Capitol Hill.
There are players on both teams that are appropriators. We were up to about 1:30 doing a markup, but we're going to be ready to rock and roll come game time.
And the need for bipartisanship in times of political division.
It's a great reminder that we are indeed Americans first, not Republicans or Democrats, but indeed we have so much more in common.
The day starts with an early morning batting practice. How did the batting practice go for you? What'd you think?
Went very well. I've made good contact. I've worked on, this is 16 years for me, so they've worked on my mechanics, so I'm still good.
A little bit of rain, though.
A little bit of rain, but no thunder, no lightning. It won't hurt baseball. This is beautiful. R's and D's getting together, working together, playing hard, but we love baseball.
Why is that bipartisanship important?
I think baseball is the American unifier. I love the sport. It's always been my sport. But the reality is it brings people together. You play a hard game together, and then afterwards you celebrate, you come together. Hopefully we can do that in this country.
How has it been looking in practice? What does the prep kind of look like leading up to this?
Yeah, so we've been practicing for a couple of months now. So I feel good about how the team has come along, some of the newer players as well, working on our batting, working on our fielding drills. I think we have a little bit more depth in the pitcher rotation. So if we play the game that we're capable of, we're going to win.
How many years have you actually been playing in the game?
This will be my fourth year. So I was elected in 2022. So this is my fourth game, and it's been a blast. It's something people talk about back home, and when the day finally arrives, you're glad the practices are done. We practice early in the mornings, and so we're here and get out on the ball on the field and play some ball.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about some of the prep leading up to this. It's early mornings where you guys get together. What does that look like?
It's early. It's 5:45 in the morning, which is 4:45 Missouri time. So very early, get up about 4:15 Missouri time, and we get out there for about an hour and a half. A lot of stretching these days, and then, infield, outfield, and take some batting practice. Get your timing back, judging fly balls. These are things that you don't do anymore after high school and college. But, you want to go out and perform for your state, and so I have fun with it.
How many weeks of practice is it leading up to this?
It starts in late March, so it kind of tracks like when spring training gets going in baseball, late March, and then it really ramps up April, May, and now here we are in June.
Did you have a baseball background growing up? Was this a dream to be playing in a major league stadium?
Yeah, I played in high school and in college, and I joked a couple years ago that when I was on the outfield, I told one of the outfielders, this is what I really wanted to do with my life, is be in a major league outfield. I just had to get elected to the Senate to make it happen, I guess.
This is my first game. Yeah, I hadn't played since Little League, and the kids are coming today. They're 4 and 6, and they've never been to a baseball game before, so I'll be their first baseball game.
Wow, that's pretty cool to see.
Uh-huh.
We got a little bit of rain for batting practice. How did it feel actually being on a major league field like this?
It was pretty incredible. I mean, I've been to games all the time at Nats Stadium, but to actually go down to the field, take batting practice, and just walk around, it was pretty surreal. So it's really exciting to be on the field here tonight, and for a good cause as well.
Republicans have been on a bit of a winning streak these last several years. How do you feel about the chances going into tonight?
Yeah, tonight might be a record-breaking win. I'm just going to predict. I know we won a couple years ago by about 22 or 23 runs. I predict tonight maybe even more than that. It's going to be a lot of at-bats for the Republicans tonight.
Being a representative from the greater San Diego area, a number of years ago, I was speaking with a dear friend and constituent about wanting to don a Padres uniform for these games, and she happened to know the late great owner of the Padres, Peter Seidler. Next thing I know, I got this uniform, and then after that, I got the bill I had to pay. My wife wasn't thrilled about that part, but proud to wear this wonderful uniform, and the Padres are having an up and down year this year, so we're going to pick it up. We're going to finish strong.
The Republicans have had kind of a winning streak these last several years.
Don't remind me.
Do you think you guys got a good shot tonight?
Well, we've been playing well, and I think that we're going to do everything we can to try to win, and I feel pretty good, and hopefully, if all goes well, we're going to pull it off. We're going to pull the upset.
We have the spirit. I'm not sure we always have the bats, but we certainly have the energy. I'm really excited to see, folks run out the bases. That's my job. Really excited to get to yell at Caucus Chair Pete Aguilar. It's the only time I get to yell at him. So I'm excited for tonight. And again, there's no winners and losers beyond the charities that we're raising money for tonight.
How many years have you been playing in the game? What's it like?
This is my 7th game. This will be the fifth game we've won in a row. So if we win tonight, it'll be the 6th game we've won in a row. 7th game.
What's the lead up to this been like, getting up for those practices? Horrible?
Absolutely horrible. Because I pitch, it takes me 4 months to really get in shape, get your arm in shape. And even then, I'm 48, so you never know if you're going to tweak something. I get up at 4:30, practices at 5:30, and then you have a typical day of a member of Congress, which could go till 10 o'clock at night. So it's very long days when we're up here. I train back home just because you can't go 2 weeks and not throw during the season as we're kind of ramping up. But it's a lot of work for 3 hours.
How is your arm feeling?
Arm feels great. I pitched 2 weeks ago. 90. Last week I pitched on the mound some. My arm feels great. It's just, staying healthy is probably the biggest challenge.
Practice is great today. We feel very good. It'll be the first time in a few years that the Democrats will take it to the Republicans on the field today. But this is really a wonderful tradition. This is America's game. We're going to have over 35,000 people in the stands tonight, raising over $3 million from charity, a tradition. Dems versus Republicans, the Congressional Baseball Game for charity, that's been carried on since 1909. So it's a real honor and privilege to be a part of this. And really, it's about bringing people together. It's about celebrating America, especially in the 250th year of our nation's history, and taking it to each other on the baseball field rather than down at the Capitol.
How many have you participated in the past? How many years have you been?
Yeah, this is my 3rd year playing. The first couple of years have been rough, but we're ready to go this year.
All right, what position do you play? What should we
So I play right field in the outfield, and I'm ready to get a hit today. I'm excited about getting up there and whacking one.
Did you play baseball growing up?
I did. I played as a kid. I wasn't very good, so they sent me into the outfield. I'm pretty sure that's why they're sending me in the outfield still today. But, it's all about playing the game, having fun, giving back to the community, celebrating America, what really unifies us. And this is America's game. This is a tremendous tradition, over 100 years, since 1909, that we are celebrating the Congressional Baseball Game for charity, raising over $3 million for important charities, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Tell me a little bit about this jersey you have on.
Yeah, Buffalo Love. I represent Buffalo and Niagara Falls and the surrounding Buffalo-Niagara region in the House of Representatives, the 26th Congressional District. Born and raised in the city of Buffalo. My hometown team is the Buffalo Bisons baseball team. We're the AAA team for the Toronto Blue Jays, who went on to the World Series last year. This year they're going to win it. We're excited about that, but it all comes through Buffalo. All baseball roads lead through Buffalo. We have tremendous baseball history in Buffalo and the Buffalo-Niagara region. I'm excited to represent not only our nation and the Democratic Party on the field today, but my hometown, Buffalo, New York.
There's only a couple of senators on each team, and it's primarily House members who are participating. Why is this important for you as a senator to get involved, even though not a lot of senators are?
Yeah, the Senate skews a little older, so as being one of the younger members, there's a couple of us, Joni Ertz and myself. Look, I come out here and like I said, I want to represent Missouri. I want to represent Senate out here, right? So I just take a lot of pride in that, and so hopefully we'll go out there and get another win.
Well, I love the sport. I hadn't played competitively in a couple of decades until I started working out and getting ready for the game a couple of years ago. Had more fun than I ever would have imagined, so making it a point to try to get out here as long as my arm will let me.
Between batting practice and the game, they head to the Hill for a full day of work. What does that look like behind the scenes for you?
It's not glamorous to run into the Capitol wearing your baseball gear with your suit on a coat hanger, a quick change in a restroom, kind of like Superman, I guess. Make sure you get to committee on time, and then do the reverse at the end of the day. You want to wrap up your meetings and get to the ballpark in time to change, get back ready, and get in the zone.
Do you have a lot on your plate today?
Yes, 3 committee meetings this morning alone, but can't forget to stretch, get the body warm.
I've got a regular work day. This just happens to be before the regular work day and then after the regular work day, and that's kind of how it is you can't minimize what we're here to do ultimately, and that is to policy make, but you do frame that on both ends today with a lot of baseball.
Do you have committee hearings, or what are some of the things you're going to be working on?
I'm on the Ways and Means Committee, so we've got great activity going on today, and of course some important votes going on today for the American people. That's all going to happen. We've got lots of policy meetings, some meetings with the administrative officials, so we are engaged fully in a full day of work, but we're also going to play some baseball.
Really busy day today with Secretary Wright's coming to the Science Committee today, so we're going to talk to him, and then Bill Gates is coming to the Oversight Committee to be deposed as well. So we've got a busy, the work doesn't stop even if there's a baseball game.
I've got a jam-packed day, energy and commerce hearing. I've got numerous meetings. I think my last meeting goes from 4 to 5. So for me, it is going to be a very busy day. I'll have lunch when I get to the field tonight.
I'm on appropriations. We are marking up appropriations bills. Of course, I'm very fond of the energy and water appropriation bill. That's mine. But the reality is we're getting it done. We're going to pass our appropriation bills and get us a budget.
Anybody on the Appropriations Committee, I know there are players on both teams that are appropriators. We were up to about 1:30 doing a markup, but we're going to be ready to rock and roll come game time.
We have a bill signing at the White House on the bill that we just passed yesterday for the reconciliation bill on the CBP and ICE funding, and then we have votes this afternoon. And I try to take the afternoon to try to relax before the game, but the gates open at 5:30. First pitch isn't until 7, but we're usually here, so we got up at 6 this morning for this, and then it's a long day.
Are you going over to the White House for that bill signing?
Yeah, I'll be over there today.
What was your thoughts just actually getting that passed after kind of quite a while of trying?
It's crazy to me that we're in a place in our country where Democrats don't think that funding our law enforcement officers is what we should be doing in Congress. I called on Thune way back in October to nuke the filibuster and pass it. Thankfully, we finally got it done. The House has passed 4 different appropriations bills to fund all of DHS, but they couldn't get it out of the Senate because he's got to go to Chuck Schumer for votes. So thankfully, they finally got it done. Thankfully, when we did the big, beautiful bill, we had funding in there for ICE and CBP, so those guys were at least still getting paid during this time. And now they'll be funded for the next 3 years, which will be good.
So we have the remainder of the Homeland Security bill that we have to mark up, and we have, I think, 25 amendments, something like that, including one of mine, and we're going to debate them. We're going to do the business that we need to do, and then we'll be ready to play, hopefully, by game time. Otherwise, if not, like last year, we had to go back after the game, and at least I went home, took a shower. I had one person came in their baseball uniform. I won't say who.
Okay. How have you been feeling about the markup? How has the process been going?
So it's a tough time right now in terms of partisanship, polarization. That tone is set from the top. It just is what it is. It makes it tougher, but we're still trying to find common ground in every way we can. There are 12 spending bills every year. And as of later today, the House will have gotten 11 of the 12 through the process. And the 12th will be hopefully before game time. That doesn't mean that they're bipartisan bills. Only one is a truly bipartisan bill, sadly, of the 12 for military construction and veterans affairs. I'm proud to be part of that process where we got it done and we got 400 votes on the floor. But the way it'll work is the House will pass its bills, the Senate will pass theirs, I hope, and then we'll reconcile the two, hopefully before the September 30 deadline. Otherwise, we'll either have a shutdown or we'll need a continuing resolution to fund the government.
Yesterday, Republicans cast the funding for ICE and CBP after kind of this process had stalled out prior, and there was a lot of debate. What was your reaction to that?
Disappointment, because we had been working behind closed doors on a deal a number of months ago where you could have seen common sense reforms like ID requirement, like avoiding sensitive locations, ICE avoiding schools, hospitals, churches, and the like, and like a judicial warrant requirement that we had started discussing. But the White House made the decision to stop those conversations dead in their tracks and instead push forward with this partisan reconciliation push, which really does a disservice because the process of negotiating in good faith will lead to a better work product ultimately.
I'm on the Armed Services Committee, so we're doing the National Defense Authorization Act markup today. So we'll have hours and hours of amendments in the hearing room today. So it will be a very, very busy day on the Hill with the NDAA, and then we'll break and come out here and get back at it tomorrow.
But it's been a rough week in Washington. Reconciliation bill yesterday. We're going to have a lot of budget fights ahead, FISA fights ahead. Hopefully this at least lets us see the humanity in one another, and maybe we can come together on behalf of the American people, not just here, but back at the Capitol.
Organizers say the game sold a record number of tickets, raising over $3.2 million for local charities like the Boys and Girls Club.
Who wouldn't want to play in front of 35,000 people in a major league ballpark? So we have a lot of fun out here. Republicans have been on a good run recently, so we want to win, but it's certainly a good cause, and it's a tradition that goes back over 100 years. So it's a time where you got plenty of things to fight about during the day, but we come out here in the spirit of bipartisanship and play some baseball.
So much fun, and it's also a great way to give back to all those local charities, about $2 million a year.
They've set records for the number of tickets sold and the amount of money raised so far, and we've still got some time left in the day. What's your reaction hearing that?
That's fantastic. So the more people show up, the more money we raise for all the local charities here in the D.C. area. And I think it really shows that people love this event. They love being able to see their members of Congress play, relatively mediocre baseball. And, hopefully everyone will have a good time here at Nats Park.
What's the importance of bipartisanship and coming together for a game like this right now?
So it's a very divisive and polarizing time, and I think baseball is really one of the things that brings us together. I know that I have met a lot of colleagues on the other side of the aisle and people that I wouldn't have known otherwise through this event every year. It's my 7th time doing it, and it's one of the most fun things we do. Of course, it's for a great cause, but you also build camaraderie with your own team. Of course, you want to win. We're all competitors here in Congress. We compete in elections. We want to win the game, but we also want to meet people, that we can find common ground with. And it's not easy, but we have to continue to try.
Well, I think it's baseball, so you just put all that stuff to the side and play a game. And again, it obviously doesn't at the end of the day matter other than bragging rights who wins. It's the $3 million that we raised for charity.
What's the importance of coming together on a day like this to raise money for charity?
Yeah, this is the biggest probably bipartisan event of the year in Washington. We raised $3 million for charities. There's going to be 35,000 people here tonight. That's a great thing for the community, and it shows that we can, for a night, put our political differences aside and play America's game.
What is it like getting to come out on the fields here and play in front of so many fans? Was this a dream of yours growing up?
Well, every kid wanted to play. I played baseball. Every kid obviously wanted to be in the major leagues. And I don't think many major league players have the opportunity to play in front of 35,000 people. On any given night, there's probably, 5,000 to 10,000 people here watching a Nats game. So unless you're in the World Series or something, you're not going to have that many people. So it's a huge opportunity. It's a blessing to be a part of it, and it's just an honor to take the field for the Republicans.
Look, I'm excited to play. I grew up playing Little League Baseball, high school ball, a year in college even. So to me, baseball is therapy, but it's just next level to know that this game between Democrats and Republicans is for a good cause. Raises millions of dollars for the Boys and Girls Club, the Capitol Police Foundation, so many good causes.
How many years have you played in the game?
So this is only my 2nd year playing. I played 2 years ago, didn't make last year's game, so I'm excited to get back out there. Despite the intense debate, right, not just in the Capitol, but on the campaign trail, frankly, across the country, I think there's a good counterbalance to that. This is a national pastime. It's America's game. It's America 250. To see Democrats and Republicans come together for some good fun, for a great cause, should be inspiring to a lot of people.
I think sports bring us together. First of all, it's a good cause. There's a lot of scholarships for kids who need it in the D.C. area, so I think that's an important thing to keep in mind. But I think, for me, sports, whether when I was playing, when you have a teammate, you don't care what religion or political affiliation that teammate is, you just want to win together. And so when you come out here, you kind of set those things aside and have some fun. But I think sports are one of those things that still bring us together. And with this event, 35,000 people coming to watch us do our thing for a couple hours is fun.
We can beat each other up as much as we need to down at the Capitol, and there's a lot of important issues that we're debating, but really we're all Americans, we're under the same flag, and we're on the baseball field here today in the 250th anniversary of our country to celebrate what brings us together, and that's great traditions in our country. That's America's game, baseball, and Democrats are going to take it to them tonight, hopefully.
This is magical, and these moments help us remember why we're actually doing it. It's to raise money for charity. The Congressional Baseball Game is not just for fun, but it's to help other people, these young kids that don't have a chance to really engage in youth sports. So important that we support those programs here in Washington, D.C., and proud to do that.
And this year there's been more record setting. Last year they set records, but the tickets sold and the amount of money raised so far, I know that'll go up throughout the day, has already set some records. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels great because I think that what people know is they're not just given to a great charity and a great cause, but they're going to get to see a great game tonight. There's a lot of great players here on the field, a lot of hard work that's gone in over the last 3.5 months or so to prepare for this game. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Nothing better than having a lot of fun and doing a lot of good work.
Being one of the local members of Congress, what does it mean to you to see that going back to these local charities?
Well, hopefully they're here for a good cause because we're not major league players. But I will say that, the local, we're really excited about the money being raised right now, all the foundations that are going to be benefiting from this, and all the kids that are going to be benefiting from the work we're doing today. It's bipartisan and bicameral. We get to hang out with some of the senators, too, which is really cool. We don't get to see them as much as we'd like to. And we come together after the game. It's competitive on the field, but we love talking about the game and the lead up and after, too. I want to show them that we can come together, even if we have a little friendly competition on the field, that we can come together when it matters, and that this country's health and prosperity is number one.
Since 1909, members of Congress have played this magical game together. It's a great reminder that we are indeed Americans first, not Republicans or Democrats, but indeed we have so much more in common. And to celebrate our pastime, to celebrate America in that moment, and to remember that this, our 250th anniversary of our country, it's a really special time to do that.
What kind of message do you hope it sends to Americans seeing Republicans and Democrats coming together like this?
Yeah, I think the message is don't forget to pause, to take time to do the things that are really, really important. Foundationally, doing good work and serving other people, and also building relationships. Those relationships will help us talk through and decide those really hard issues. Without the relationships, we cannot serve the people back home the way we need to.
I've been in Congress for 18 months, and I can't think of many things we have done well on behalf of the American people, good on behalf of the American people. This is one of those opportunities to give back to the local D.C. community, Boys and Girls Clubs, the Police Foundation, great local charities that really uplift the D.C. community. So if Congress can do one thing good, one thing well, it's this game.
And being one of those local members, what does it mean to you to actually be here at Nats Park and be out on the field?
Yeah, it's really cool. My whole team's going to be here today. My staff, my mom's coming, my fiance's coming, so that's pretty cool. It's there's nothing more American than baseball, and it's not surprising that's one of the things that can bring Democrats and Republicans together in these really chaotic, divisive times. And so I'm just grateful that we can do that on behalf of something good.
For the 6th year in a row, Republicans won the game 11-2.
Listen, it was a challenging situation. The Democrats fought hard. I give the Republicans on the Congressional Baseball team credit. They played incredibly well. We'll get this thing turned around sooner rather than later.
I'm not as sore as I thought I would be. I don't really feel the nose thing, but I've got these scrapes on the inside of my arms, and I'm feeling those a little bit. But it was worth it. It was, if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it in a second. Had a couple of hits, a couple of walks, so we won, and that's the most important thing.
I'm Washington correspondent Gabrielle Caracciolo. For more stories like this, check out the other videos on this app.